In this video, I will show you how to add WooCommerce orders in Google Sheets and create a contact in GetResponse automatically. So what will happen? Every time the order is updated in our WooCommerce store, the same order and the customer details will be added automatically to Google Sheets, and the customer who has placed an order, the details of that customer will be created as a subscriber instantly and automatically into the GetResponse email marketing software. So if you also want to sync your order data with the Google Sheets and GetResponse software, then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is the dashboard of WooCommerce, and every time I update the order, that means every time I change the status from processing to complete of my order, the details of that order will be added automatically to my Google Sheets, and the same person who has placed an order will be created as a contact in our GetResponse email marketing software. And to automate this whole process, firstly I'll have to build an integration in WooCommerce, Google Sheets and GetResponse application, which I am going to do with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing and a very cost-effective integration and automation software. I am an existing user, so I am already logged in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from the sign up free button. And in the free account, you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now, once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as add WooCommerce orders in Google Sheets and create contact in GetResponse. Now simply click on create, and after that you will notice 2 boxes. So these boxes are actually called as trigger and action, okay? And here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever something happens in the first application, then automatically do this in the next application, okay? So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation, okay? Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customer, okay? Now according to our use case, whenever any order is updated into the WooCommerce application, okay, so that is why I am going to select the same WooCommerce, okay? Why it is not visible, I'll have to add double O for WooCommerce. So whenever the order is updated in WooCommerce application, then automatically add the order details in Google Sheets application. Further, the same customer who has placed the order should be created as a contact in GetResponse email marketing application, okay? So this is how I have selected all the application in these trigger and action windows, okay? Now the idea here is I am going to connect these 3 applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect, okay? So let us connect WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect. So firstly you will have to select the trigger event, that is new order updated, okay? So you can even read the instructions, triggers when an order is updated. Alright, so I have selected the same. Now here you can notice it has provided us a webhook URL and few set of instructions, okay? So with the help of this URL only, we are going to build a connection in our WooCommerce store and Pabbly Connect, okay? As soon as I click on this copy button, you will notice that it will start waiting for the webhook response, okay? So let us go back to our WooCommerce store. Here you will have to click on the settings section, then you will have to find the advanced section, okay? Everything is mentioned here that you'll have to go to the settings, then advanced, then webhooks, okay? So I'm going to follow the same instructions here. So here you can notice in the setting tabs we have the advanced setting also, and here I will be searching for the webhooks option, and finally I am going to add a new webhook, okay? So here you can notice lot of webhooks are already created. Let me click on this add webhook button, and here you'll have to firstly provide the name to your webhook. So I will be providing the name something like connection with Pabbly Connect. How about I provide this particular name, okay, giving us space, and status of course should be active, and in the topic you will have to select the same trigger event which you have selected in Pabbly Connect, that is order updated, okay? Asking for the delivery URL, so you will have to paste the same webhook URL which you have received via Pabbly Connect. Now simply click on the save webhook button, and this is how your webhook will be saved successfully. Alright, let me click on this button once again. And here you can notice the webhook updated successfully. That means the connection in WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect is done. Now you will have to read the instructions that it is saying. Alright, here you can notice as soon as we have added the webhook ID is also received as a webhook response. Okay, so click on this recapture webhook response button once again and now read the instructions. So it is saying log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record. Okay, and here the test submission means updation of an order in WooCommerce. Okay, so firstly I will make a dummy order. I will place a test order in front of you from my store, and then I will change the status. I will update the status of that order from the backend, and you will notice that how the details of that order updation details will be received via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so this is my store. Let me refresh it once again. Alright, so these are the various products. How about I place an order for this round neck t-shirt. This is a white t-shirt. Okay, clicking on this proceed to checkout button, and here firstly I will provide some basic details. Okay, dummy is going to be the name of the person, and in place of user I will add a customer. Okay, company name is going to be Pabbly, country is region, street address will be random street, random nagar, random city, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so all the dummy details have been provided here. How about I also change the details of this email address. Okay, something like admin@pabblytudes.com. okay, so I have added all the details, clicking on this place order, and now I will wait for the response. And here you will notice that our trigger will be executed even on the order placement. Okay, however we have clearly specified that our trigger should be executed. Basically this automation should be executed every time the order status is updated. However, it has already executed even on the successful order placement. Okay, so what we will do, okay, before I tell you what we can do, I will first show you the details of this order, whether we already have received the order details or not. Okay, so here you can notice the details. So we have the price of the product as 1000 rupees. So yes, it is the same pricing, and you can notice we have the status of this order as processing. Okay, let me show you other details. Okay, so here we have the product name also, that is white round neck t-shirt, and we also have the customer details, the country, company, city, address, and where is the customer email, that is admin@pabblytudes.com. Okay, so here you can notice we also have the customer email and the customer phone number. Okay, well, the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce store is working absolutely fine. But the problem is this connection is working even on the order placement trigger. Okay, however we have defined this specific trigger event. Okay, so what we will do as our next step, we will add a condition after this WooCommerce step, as this automation should proceed further only when the status of the order is completed. Okay, so let me show you. Whenever the order will place here, what will happen, we will receive the order status as processing. Okay, let me show you that order status. So here we have the status as processing. Okay, so whenever the order status is processing, in that case our automation should stop here only. But if my automation will find out that the order status is actually equal to completed, then only our automation will execute further steps. Okay, so how I am going to define this particular condition? Okay, so simply click on this plus icon after your WooCommerce tab, and here we will search for the filter, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can apply different kind of conditions within your workflow, within your automation. Okay, so in this select label you will notice all the WooCommerce related data. So here I will search for which data, basically for the status of the order. Okay, so where is the status of the order? I'll have to check which was processing. Okay, so here we have the order status as processing. Okay, so whenever the status is actually equal to completed, then only this automation should execute it. Otherwise our automation will stop here only, and make sure the spelling should be exact. Okay, the status should be exact. Okay, so clicking on this button, and currently you will notice that our condition will be false, because Currently we have the order status as processing and we have defined the condition as completed. That is why this condition is false. Okay, so whenever the condition is false, our automation will stop here only and further steps will not be executed. Okay, now I am going to click on this recapture webhook response button once again, and now in front of you I will open my order section, and here I will change the status from processing to complete. Okay, so here you can notice 9 minutes ago I have placed the same order. Okay, the customer name is the same, that is dummy customer. Okay, let me open this order status, basically the order details, and from here I will change the status from processing to complete. Okay, so you will have to assume that someone from your team is actually changing the status of order from processing to complete, and as soon as they will change the order status, you will notice that the details will be received via Pabbly Connect. Yes, as soon as this order is updated, I'm sorry for that, the details of that order will be received via Pabbly Connect. Okay, and here you can notice the response is already received, and this time this order has the status of completed. Okay, let me show you other details. Okay, so I think we have the payment related data, we have the status as completed, we also have the product name, we also have the customer details, every detail we have. Okay, and now when I will click on this button in front of you, you will notice that this time our condition will be true, because this time we actually have the status as completed, and completed is equal to completed, that means condition is true. Okay, so whenever the condition is true, what should be the next step? Basically it should add the details of the order in Google Sheets. Okay, so the application is already selected. Let me select the action event as add a new row. So firstly I will add a new row, and in that new row we will be updating all the customer and the order details. Okay, so you'll have to click on this add a new connection for connecting Google Sheets with the Pabbly Connect, just like we have connected WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. Simply click on this sign in with Google and provide the access of your Google Sheets account. Okay, I have provided this access multiple times. Okay, so instead of going with the new connection, I will go with the existing connection. Okay, just in case if you also want to go with the existing connection, simply provide the access of your Google Sheets in the first time, and after that you can reuse those existing connection. Okay, so here you can notice my Google Sheet account is connected with the Pabbly Connect, and because we are connected, whatever the spreadsheets are actually available inside my account have started visible here, and I would like to update all the order related details in this WooCommerce order spreadsheet. Okay, so I am going to select the same, and you will notice the interesting thing that as soon as I will select this spreadsheet and this sheet, okay, so I have a single sheet, that is sheet 1. Okay, so as soon as I will select the spreadsheet and the sheet, whatever the fields are visible here currently, these fields will be changed automatically as per the columns which we have added inside our spreadsheet. Okay, so here you can notice we have the date of the order, product name, product price, currency, customer name, customer email, phone number, address. Okay, so as soon as I will change the spreadsheet here, that is WooCommerce, okay, I have selected, and the sheet 1, you will notice that all the fields will be changed automatically here. And here you can notice all the fields as a column name are visible here. Okay, so remember we have added the date of the order, the product name, the product price. Okay, you can notice the date of the order, the product name, the product price. Okay, all these columns are visible here as the fields. Okay, so you just need to provide the details in these fields and click on this final save and send test request button, and this is how the order data will be updated automatically into our spreadsheet. Okay, and now from where I'm going to provide the details, remember we have already captured the order related data into our first step, and the interesting thing is I'm not going to manually copy the details of the customer and order and paste it here. I am going to map the above data. Okay, and mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and you will find the above steps data here in the drop down. Now search for the data. Okay, so let us check whether we have the date of the order or not, and yes, we do have the date. Okay, so how about I select the date as well as the time. Okay, so I have selected this, and in the same way I am going to map other details also one by one. Okay, now you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating again and again. Okay, so whatever the details we are mapping here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time in next time. Yes, with every new order status updation, the existing data will be replaced automatically. Okay, and this is how this automation is going to take place, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. Okay, and just in case if I will provide any detail manually here, this detail will remain same for every single order. Okay, so if you want that these details should be replaced automatically, you will have to map those values. Okay, asking for the phone number, so let me also map last two details like the phone number and the address. Okay, so here I have received a lot of details related to the address. Okay, like the city and the street. Okay, so I am going to add all the stuff by separating a comma. Okay, how about I also add the city name, that is random city. Further I will add the country also, which was India. Okay, so I think I have selected. Okay, so I'll have to check whether I have the country or not. Let us search with the country, and yes, we do have the country code. Okay, so I have added all the details. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and as soon as the response is received, and if that response is positive, that means the data has been added to spreadsheet. Okay, so here you can notice the data is already added. Let me first correct the formatting of this spreadsheet. Okay, I'll have to correct all the stuff. Okay, I hope everything is visible to you, and I think I have missed this particular field, so that is why the customer name is not updated yet. And here you can notice one more thing, I have added the date of order, but this date has been captured in completely a different format. Okay, so I can do one more thing. Simply go to this format section and change the format of this particular column. Okay, so how you can do that? Simply go to format section, then go to number, then here you will find an option of the date and time. Okay, so how about I select this, and here you can notice we have the correct date and time. And just in case if you want to change the format of this particular column as per your choice, okay, you can also do the same by simply providing the date and time as custom. Okay, so here you can notice the month, date, year, hour, minute and second. So by simply clicking on this arrow, you can add the date and time format of your choice. Okay, so for now I am going to click on close, and let us provide this customer name also. Let us check whether we have actually missed this detail or not. And yes, we have missed this detail, and the name of the customer was dummy. And now I will give a space and will search for the last name also, which was dummy customer. Clicking on this button, save and send test request once again, and you will notice that a new row will be added once again, and the data will be added here automatically. Okay, so how about I delete the first row, and now we also have the customer name. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so the second step of our automation is also done. Now finally we are going to update the order details as a subscriber, as a contact in GetResponse email marketing software, so that whenever we want to send any kind of email to our customers, to our clients, we can directly do that via GetResponse only. Okay, so simply select the action event as create contact. Now click on connect and then click on add new connection, and just like we have connected above to software with Pabbly Connect, right now I am going to connect GetResponse also with the Pabbly Connect. Well, for the connection it is asking for the API key. Well, I am already logged in my GetResponse. Okay, so I am clicking on this hyperlink, and here you will notice that it will directly take me to the API section because I am already logged in. Okay, so here you can notice we have reached to the API section. All right, and now instead of generating a new API key, how about I use the existing one? Okay, just in case if you are creating this automation with the GetResponse for the first time, you can simply generate your API key by simply providing the name and click on this final generate button. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and let me paste the same existing key, clicking on save, and this is how I am expecting that my GetResponse account will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect Connect, and here you can notice it is also connected. Okay, and now it is asking us several details like the campaign and the name, the email, IP address, day of cycle, and lot of details which are actually required for creating a contact. Well, instead of providing the data in all the fields, I am going to provide the data only into the mandatory fields. Okay, because my purpose is just to show you how you can create a contact. Now it is up to you that how many details you are actually collecting via WooCommerce and how many details you want to add here while creating a contact in GetResponse. Okay, so firstly it is asking to select the campaigns. Okay, so I have a single campaign only in my GetResponse. Okay, so I will keep it as it is. Let me even show you my GetResponse. Okay, so this is the GetResponse, and here I have a single campaign. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and now further it is asking for the name, email. Okay, so let me click on this field, and again I am going to map the details. And remember, we have the name of the customer as dummy, giving a space, and let me search for the last name of the customer, which was customer, asking for the email address, and in the same way I am going to map the data in other fields also. Okay, now it is asking for the tag ID. Okay, so again I have added a single tag only. Okay, let me show you. Here you can find the tags option, and you will notice that I have a single tag only. Okay, so how about while creating a contact, I go with the same tag ID, that is connect. Now if you want to assign any other tag, you can simply create multiple tags here, and all those tags will be visible here in the drop down, and this is how you can assign a tag ID to your contact. Okay, asking for the birth date. Well, I do not have any birth date of the customer. Okay, asking for the city. So yes, I do have the city. Let me search for the city, that is random city. Okay, these are just the dummy details. Okay, asking for the country. Well, I have the country code, that is India. Okay, how about I search it with the help of country, and yes, I have mapped the same. Let us check whether I have other details also which I can map, and yes, I do have the phone number. Let me search for the same, and again I have mapped it successfully. And lastly I am going to add this state as well, because I do have the states, that is Madhya Pradesh. Okay, let me search for the same, and here we have the MP. Okay, so I think I have provided all the details. How about I click on this button, save and send test request, and as soon as the response is received, you will notice that the subscriber will be created automatically into our contact section of GetResponse. Okay, so now you can notice we have 3 subscribers. How about I open this particular segment, this particular campaign, and here you can notice the same customer with the same first name, last name, email address has been added here, and the origin of this customer is actually API. And if I will click on this email address, you will find other details also of this customer, like the full name, the email, the phone number, the state, the country, and other details like the phone number. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in GetResponse and Pabbly Connect is also working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time you update the status of the order in WooCommerce, firstly our automation will check whether the status is actually has a completed status or the processing status. If it will find out that the status of the order is completed, it will execute the further steps, and further steps we have as Google Sheets and the GetResponse email marketing software. Okay, so this is how this automation is going to take place, and in order to automate this process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this 4-step automation inside your own Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation into the description box. So you just need to click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same 4-step automation inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.